According to Wikipedia, early smartphones typically combined the features of a mobile phone with those of another popular consumer device, such as a personal digital assistant, a media player, a digital camera, or a GPS navigation unit. Modern smartphones include all of those features, plus the features of a touchscreen computer, including web browsing, Wi-Fi, and third-party apps. The concept of the earlier smartphone began in the 90s, but they were nothing like they are today. Smartphones began to become popular in the 2000s, with the BlackBerry leading the way in 2006, and in 2007, Apple launched the iPhone. Today, among cell phone users in the United States, 61% have smartphones. Smartphones are not simple cell phones that you can just use for calling, but are so much more. You can practically do anything on these devices, which can be great but can also cause problems. The use of smartphones have become an addiction in today's society, not just affecting adults, but children as well. According to statistics, 79% of people ages 18 to 44 have their smartphones with them 22 hours per day. They have their phones next to them as soon as they wake up and when they fall asleep. 4 out of 5 smartphone users check their phones within 15 minutes of waking up. Using smartphones have become a way of life, keeping people connected at all times. There are apps for practically anything today. People can use smartphones to connect with each other through text, email, and social media, which causes people to constantly check their phones. Smartphones have replaced cameras, allowing people to take pictures and videos on their phones. Smartphones can be helpful when you have to look things up, but sometimes it can be an obsession. Problems can arise from being addicted to smartphones. According to Addiction Treatment magazine, from teenagers to adults, these are some of the consequences that can arise from smartphone addiction. The inability to stop using despite negative consequences, increasing stress, anxiety, insomnia, depression, delinquency, aggressiveness, and difficulties relating to others. Smartphone use is not just affecting teens and adults, but also babies and children. According to research done by WordPress, 70% of children under the age of 8 use smartphones weekly. According to this chart of technology used by children by the age of 2, 33% can use smartphones. The Huffington Post took a survey of 1,463 parents and found the number of young children using smartphones have increased from last year by 10%. Some parents even say they give their children their smartphones when they are acting up, which gives the children the wrong idea about it being okay to act up. What kids do on a smartphone has changed from 2011 to 2013. Playing games has nearly doubled. Using apps have increased from 16% to 50%. My niece is 17 months old. She has been able to swipe on an iPhone since she was 3 months old. She loves technology, especially cell phones. She walks around all the time taking selfies and playing games on the phone.
Cheese! Just swiping.
Yes, there have been studies done showing that smartphones and other electronic devices can be helpful, but they can also negatively affect a child's life. The overuse of smartphones can hinder the development of parts of the brain, which can affect their social skills. According to studies, the age of a social maturity in a child went from the average age of 15 in 1990 has increased to 17 in 2012, meaning it takes longer for a child to develop into maturity. One of the reasons for this increase is the use of smartphones and other technologies. The overuse of these devices can affect the child's development and social skills, which can lead to other problems later in life. Everywhere you look, smartphones have become a part of society. Yes, these devices can be helpful, being able to quickly look things up in email, but it can also become an addiction. One can practically do anything on these devices, making them a constant companion in our lives. These devices cause problems for adults, children, and babies, affecting social skills development and increasing other problems. Talks about in his readings, we allow a new medium into our lives, consequences may arise. There needs to be a limitation on the amount of time per day a person spends on these devices.